Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, no need to fear. Friendly neighborhood light skin is here. And in today's video, we are going to be reacting to Teanna. Trump's clapping skills just changed everything. I saw something, I don't know if it was Instagram or TikTok, something about her getting married apparently soon. It's news to me. You know, shout out to that brother going through that. A strong man. I don't think I could do it, but yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Alright. And with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get into that video.
And feel like women that have a promiscuous sexual past will have a hard time finding a viable guy.
So they're delusional. And also, experience isn't attractive on women. Men aren't attracted to experienced women.
After all, if you are an experienced...
Depends what we mean by experience, you know? Because I ain't like, a part of me, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I like my women a little seasoned. You feel me? I like a little, you know what I'm saying? I like I don't want to have to teach you everything. I don't want to draft and develop talent. I kind of want win now talent that's like ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to, like, you know what I'm saying? I need you to be like, but then the caveat is for you to get win now ready. Like you had, somebody's had to have showed you these things. So it's a little, like, it's a little hurts, but that's just kind of, you know.
It's woman, that means things are bad for you. And that brings me to something else. This brings me to the case of Teanna Trump. Now, if you guys do not know, Teanna Trump is one of the more popular
goats, greatest, one of the goats, man. Nothing but great longevity in the game. Definitely changed it forever. Yeah, route rusher right there.
Adult actresses of her time, doing many scenes of, and of course, but Teanna Trump has been making a lot of bad decisions for a long time.
I went to prison.
Moving packs.
Yeah, 6 pounds to Memphis. We got pulled over in Oklahoma.
Driving from where?
LA to Oklahoma. To Memphis.
LA to Memphis with 6 pounds in the trunk?
Yeah.
Okay. And why were you doing this? Were you just with some dude who was doing it?
Yes, it was my ex-boyfriend. I didn't need the money. He needed it. That was his like little thing he had going on. But I felt like
driving all the way to Memphis for 6 pounds is some petty ass shit, right?
That's what I'm saying.
As you can see, Teanna Trump has even went to prison for some of her previous nefarious activity. That hasn't stopped her from getting...
I think Teanna Trump was getting violated in prison. Or you think she was doing to violate him? Think about
a high value guy. Recently, she has been dating a footballer by the name of Nicolas Pepe. I've never heard about this guy before because I'm not a big soccer fan, but I did type to find out how much he's making. He's making between $2 to $2.4 million a year, and he's 29 years old. He's playing in Europe. And because of this, Teanna Trump has been hanging out with him in France.
Wait, that's Teanna? Oh my gosh, she look good right here. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. She is not...
Many people are concerned.
So Teanna Trump popped out with her new boo, Nicolas Pepe. He's a France soccer star, and apparently they've been dating for 2 years. So I don't know who's going to tell him, you know what I'm saying? But Teanna Trump is very well known in America. She's an adult film star. I'm not sure if she's known in France like that. Maybe he don't know who she is and her work.
No, Teanna Trump? Bro, no, bro. No, bro. She's been around the game too long to not know who this is, bro. No. There's no way he don't know. No. Bro, Cause even then, bro, there's certain things that people just do that make you realize, oh, this is not a rookie I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with a veteran. You know what I'm saying in this game, bro. Yeah.
Problem with dating someone like Teanna Trump is that Teanna Trump is not just an adult film star. She's not just, one of those. She's been doing this long before she became a star. She literally came out and spoke about sleeping with people in her school, like the whole football, college, basketball team, whatever. She slept with all these people.
Now, this is interesting because Teanna Trump has a guy making a whole lot of money. He's under 30. But this is her past.
How many bodies you got?
It's over 20, over 30.
She said that's nothing.
As you can see there, she's talking to a guy who has 20 bodies and she looks at him like, what? And by the way, she ended up like passing on him because he only had 20 bodies. But check out how many she has.
Like, hit me with 100 piece or
ball?
80 piece, at least if you got 20, tell me at least like 4 of those were threesomes, or like we did a gangbang, or hit me with some seasons.
Type shit. How many you got?
A lot. Like probably over like 500. Indiana.
100?
But less than 1,000.
Oh man. Oh, what fell? 500, and I'm normally not even the type of guy to like be all in the numbers, but 500. Bro, do you know how long it would take to even count to 500, bro? Oh man.
Damn.
Teanna Trump admits to having over 500 bodies, and you would think that nobody would want a woman like that, especially a woman who will put herself out there like this.
Would you rather get a shout out from Drake or get from Drake?
I guess I would get.
But the is just a moment in time. The song's gonna be there for 100 years.
This song, but I don't want to act like he doesn't. So I want to.
I'm rooting for you, Drizzy.
Oh, okay, bye.
Yeah, that's her pretty much begging Drake to. But let's get back to the soccer player guy. He doesn't care about any of this. She's not even been active. She's been in France kicking it. They've been in Europe. He seems happy with her. And a lot of these blogs out there are breaking out stories that he's about to marry her. And so you see a lot of the guys are going out here, calling this guy a simp, saying that this guy is pretty much stupid because, why would you marry a chick that's a 304? And of course, we can sit here and assume, well, you know what? There's plenty of chicks that he could deal with or that he could get or he could be doing something with. Well, let's go back to the case of Travis Hunter, shall we? Travis Hunter was a younger guy, and he ended up with Leanna Lene. And when he ended up with Leanna Lene, it was obvious that she also had a very checkered past. But what drew Travis Hunter to Leanna?
And he's a young cat, so he doesn't. I don't think he has that much experience. And she probably, she's one of them chicks. Again, her face ain't really that popping, but she probably, do some little mouth tricks on him that he ain't used to.
bro.
That's how they get a lot of young cats. You get a young cat who ain't got no experience. The first time you get with somebody who's a throat goat. First time you get with one of them throat goats when you're a young dude, yeah, it blows your mind a little bit. You're like, oh damn.
It does, bro. I remember one time, bro. I got some Kirk that was so good, bro. I literally walked out my house, walked down I was on the 3rd floor. I walked down 3 floors, bro. I walked around my whole apartment complex, and I called anybody who would listen. Probably was like 5-10 people. And I told them how amazing it was, bro. Bro, it felt so good. Bro, I almost called my mama, bro. Be honest, bro. It was that good. I almost told my mom. You know, I didn't do that, obviously, but it was insane.
I've never had nobody do that with their mouth before. So she's probably one of them.
Got him!
So let's talk about this, guys. Let's be honest. So Teanna Trump has over 500 dudes in her career or in her personal body count list. But this does mean that she's had a lot of practice.
Got him!
And if you're a dude and you've had a lady that's had a lot of practice, yeah, it's possible that some guys could be like, well, I'm just having fun with her, but I could never take her serious. But this does not mean that every man will think like that. Teanna Trump is good looking. She's still in her prime. She is 29. She's not 49 or 59. She's still 29. And we're going to talk about the elephant in the room. The guy that she's dating is an African and dark skinned, and she is mixed. So this is a plus situation. I think that if she happened to be dark skinned or even brown skinned, this would have been a big problem for the guy. But because she is mixed and she is American and he's, French, this does even the score a little bit. And obviously when she gets in the bedroom, that's all that matters, okay? Once you get that sort of expertise clapping and, the woman looks like you want her to look, a lot of guys can say whatever they want, but I'm going to tell you like this. A lot of dudes may not consider the other 500 guys because when you're in the bed with her,
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, no, it's one of them things, bro. I used to be real big on not kissing because of that type of stuff, bro. But then it's like once you get in the moment, bro, you kind of just forget, bro, and like it really just goes to the back of your head because you're just so in the moment. Now, when you're walking around and you're realizing you see people that this person might have been with, it is a reminder of like, oh yeah, she did say she was with like 500 other men, so like,
thinking about how she makes you feel. Now, it could come to the point where you get to argument with her and then you remind her that she's a 304, but are you going to say that when you're rolling your eyes back? No, none of us are going to say that. That's pretty much the idea. And you can say that, you know what? I don't like her because she's 304, but the reality is that you don't know how the lady can make you feel. And I know y'all going to say that I'm simping, but we're going to be honest. Every 304 or every woman or every promiscuous lady is not the same. Some of the most coolest chicks to hang out with are
be the hus, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It hurt, bro. The first girl I ever the girl I lost my virginity to, bro. She was a really great girl for me, bro. But she was just a known, And like, bro, I kid you not. I told her we talked for like 8 months or something like that, and then I was like, okay, bet I'll make you my girlfriend, bro. After a week, bro, I couldn't, bro. Thinking about all the other dudes she'd been with, bro, I couldn't do it personally, bro. So I had to unfortunately drop her, But hey, man.
Promiscuous ladies. They are fun. They can be down to earth. They can make you feel some way.
Cool as hell. Cool girl, but I just couldn't do it knowing her background, bro.
They can be easy to talk to. They can be really cool to be around non-sexually. And you can start to like this. And obviously, they can be spontaneous. They can do things at the drop of a hat. They can do things in the car. singing nice videos, if you know what I mean. Give you experiences that you've never had. And all of that weighs in on a man. And especially if they are catering to your ego, it could be hard to say no. And then
304s can absolutely get married. They can absolutely get a ring. They can absolutely get married. Always have, always will. I don't know what delusional world that y'all live in where y'all think that, a woman being promiscuous or having a past of sleeping with a bunch of men will stop a man who want to marry her from marrying her. It's not. Now, if you don't want to marry a woman that's like that, then just speak for yourself. But that does not mean that there's not a man out there who won't marry her.
So this is also true. 304s can get married. Like, even if you don't think that they should get married or that somebody doesn't want them, it doesn't mean that it can't happen. And you guys who are from the black community in the 90s, we all know of ladies who had like 2 and 3 kids and by different men. And they have all been married like 3 or 4 different times, just like in one community. I mean, it used to happen all the time in Del Paso Heights, and guys would still be going crazy over them, okay? So I've seen it in my own lifetime, but the most important part is this.
When you see these red pill guys kind of come on and say that they will only seriously date a woman who is chaste and pure, but then you find out that they're actually seriously dating a sugar baby or dating a woman who might have been promiscuous or had a past, and you kind of see them spin their wheels trying to justify it. And I gotta be honest, as a 304 myself and knowing friends who are 304s, most of us have not really struggled finding a relationship. And even the times where some of us did, it wasn't necessarily any different than anybody else who was struggling in the dating pool.
So this lady is saying a lot of guys who are in the red pill actually are hypocritical, but she said something that is important, that 304s, and she even calls herself one, do not face.
Let me find out one of y'all is cracking that, bro. Her? No offense, man, but yeah.
Any more problems than normal women in the dating market, okay? That means if a woman is promiscuous or not, does not mean that other guys will judge her the same. In fact, it could actually help her. 304s could be getting opportunities anyway, and social media is not really real life all the time. And this is something that is the actual truth. A lot of guys on social media lie. Okay. And yes, that could even include your favorite content creators. How many content creators do we know that say that they would never deal with single moms or tell you not to deal with single moms, but yet they themselves deal with single moms? Like the No Fugazi podcast or Donovan Sharp, or people telling you not to deal with OnlyFans models when they are screwing and dating OnlyFans models, like the Fresh and Fit podcast. Because why? Social media is not real life. The same people who get in comment sections and talk about single moms or 304s and that they will never deal with them actually deal with them. Woo! People are attracted to who they're attracted to, deal with who they want to deal with, and quickly will forgive somebody's past or circumstances if that person brings them enough value or if they like them enough. It won't matter who that person has screwed in the past, and ultimately he doesn't care simply because he doesn't know you, nor does he care, and it's not going to shape his opinion because he is getting that clapping in the room himself. Woo! He's 29 and he's kind of later into his soccer career. It's not like she's dating a guy that's like the European soccer player version of like LeBron or Ja Morant. I mean, this guy has a player profile similar to Kadarius Toney in the NFL.
Got him!
Yeah, we all know what Kadarius Toney is doing right now. This is not a top level guy, but he is getting like $2 million a year. So that is top level enough. But yeah, He's probably going to marry her because why? Number one, she's fine enough. Number two, she's clapping enough. And number three, she's cool enough. And what makes it so funny is he's probably been trying to get at her for a long time. Like, look at the situation with Russell Wilson and Ciara. The reason why Russell Wilson married Ciara, it was because he was always a fan of Ciara when he was in college and high school. Like, he loved Ciara. So it didn't matter that Ciara was out here clapping with a whole bunch of dudes like 50 Cent, Bow Wow. I think she was dealing with Amari Stoudemire. You know, she had a kid with Future. It didn't matter because for Russell Wilson, he was a fan of her and he would have taken her regardless, as long as Ciara was willing to deal with him and she was still attractive. That's all that matters. And so once that happened, it happened. Guys, it's just what it is. Men will like what they like, and there's not very much that can be done about it. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shitty Jackson.
Yeah, with that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, pray for bro. That's really all I gotta say, man. But with that being said, I will see y'all boys later, man. Peace.